FYI, guys, I mean, you guys are already here, but this link for this meeting is always the same. So Discord, I have to go in every single day and create the event, and it just kind of got kind of old. So I put it in 5 to 50 info page. The link's always going to be there on the info page for 5 to 50, just so you guys know. But you're already here, so I assume that's old news. But anybody watching the recording who can't get in, that's what's going on. Every day, the link is the same link every day. So that being said, guys, we launched Trading Leagues late last night. I got the video up, and then it'll change because I misspelled leagues in there, so I gotta fix that. Pin it. Yeah, I can pin it, but it's just in the info channel as a last link, and there's nothing else in there. But yeah, it's pinned. So I expect everybody to sign up for Trading Leagues. It's in here. So you have to just do a quick apply, and let's get that going. So just to get a shout out for that. All right, let's get trading, shall we? Cool. Talking about the student surpassing the teacher. This is cool surpassing me.
No, I wouldn't say that. Not yet.
I had some great opportunities to for some overnight trades last night, so I took them. Basically, when I get into an overnight trade right now, and a live account, I'm practicing on demo account, I get into what we call a secured trade. So yeah, if you scroll out, just one more scroll out, I'm going to show this right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was right here. I got into some buys with my stop losses right underneath this layer. And then when it right under here, then when it moved up above this, I put my stop losses right under here. So I had to come back. So I moved my stop losses from here to here. And then I just let it run all night long and came back in this morning. They were right there. And that's when I got out. So yeah, so this is what I would call a secured trade, because if it had come down here and hit this in the middle of the night, I would have got out with profit, but I had zero take profit and allowed it to run. So made like 20, 30 pips on that move right there on every trade I had, and I had a layer on. So
what was your mindset behind that? Because I did the same thing, but I didn't put that money in there. I just started playing around with it. I did.
Well, my mindset wasn't to turn them into overnight trades. My mindset was, I'm pretty sure it's going to pop up and come up to here. And then I was going to hit my take profit. That was my action point. And then it moved up past it. And then I was actually showing my son Tanner how to do an overnight trade. And I'm like, I'll do it too. So
I had a 10 pip take profit, so they hit it. It's one of those things like, man, I should have put 100. No, just kidding. I don't want to do that to yourself.
No, and thanks for saying that, Cool, because that's one thing I do teach is never say coulda, shoulda, right? Because we can say that on our losses and we can say that on our wins. We can always say that, and it doesn't do us any good to say coulda, shoulda for sure, right? So, all right, well, let's get trading. So obviously we just saw that break. But yes, that I knew as soon as I heard that voice what you were going to say. And that is a very groggy voice. Somebody didn't get much sleep last night.
No, I did. I was coaching last night. So.
Okay. So your voice is from yelling at little girls?
Yelling at 15-year-olds.
Yes, he coaches a girls' soccer team, so it's not.
They won, so it was.
It was a game.
It was a game last night.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense why your voice is gone. Congrats, though. Yeah. All right, Patricio, what's our starting numbers here? Should be the same as yesterday, where you ended, hopefully. And you're
same as yesterday. Haven't touched this account till the
okay. So 10,030.48.
right.
Okay. Cool. What's your balance?
955,167.
Okay, so we got a little bit of work to do, huh? Okay. And Pops, where are you at?
8052.20.
Okay. Andrew?
I had a great day. I went from 5,000 to 10,000.
Awesome. And that was
That was just opening up the account.
Yeah, I was opening up the account.
Just open the account.
That's awesome. So you're at 10K starting fresh?
Yeah, 10K even. Yep.
All right. Jimmy, you with us?
Yes, sir. I'm at 10.
It's even.
Even.
All right. Sam's good.
Hey, Dave, can I share
yes.
a little win that I had this morning?
For sure.
Hey, last week I blew up that account. Today, I had 4 sales on the top of a previous price cycle, and it broke it and kept on going. So I bailed with a $50 loss, and then I jumped right back in with some buys and got my loss back. And then on the next price cycle, it went down and I made $100. So for me, that was a big win because I finally figured out how to bail.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Bailing is a part of trading. So that's awesome. Hey, Josh, can you see the permissions now on Trading Resources? I was late last night when I was putting all this together. So I'm not Trading Resources, but Trading Leagues. Just let me know if you can see that now. All right, coolio. Let's go ahead and throw a sell on there. Oh, you did. Throw another one as it pops up. And then if it breaks here, we're going to get out. We're going to stop selling. Okay. So this is just in case we get this bounce to come back and test these lows. I don't know if it's going to, but so these are going to be what I call just beginning throwaway layers, right? So if this candle closes higher, then that means we're just going to have to throw away those layers. But we're going to see if it bounces back down. I'm not. What's your? I'm going to ask you the question since what's your trend? What's trend bias price cycles?
So right now, obviously the overall trend is down, but there was I guess I had mentioned micro trends, and I know that's not the term you use, but because we were using the 1 minute chart more often, or as our main one, right now it is still down. Right now we have between 8 to 10 price cycles, and my bias is really towards. Well, on the 5 minute, it's more on the upside, kind of. So my bias is whatever I see, I'm going to take. It will be more on the downside for now until probably perhaps when it goes a little bit further down here, and then it bounces back. But I think my bias is, if I were to pick one, is still on the downside.
Okay. Would everybody agree with that or not?
For now.
We have some people, basically, do we have some people that aren't agreeing with that?
I think the short run bias is down.
Yeah, short run bias is definitely down. On the 5 minute, but it's also kind of at a support level where it's been consolidating pretty much on the 5 minute chart. If you look at that, even though it's been going up and down, it's still been consolidating in this range. So what I mean by that is like right here, you're kind of in this consolidation, and you're at the top of this consolidation. So this is really where I would say normal trading. This is light trading up here, and this is light trading down here, right? And so when I say normal trading, we could trade layers going up and down, So I could easily see it coming down to this area, popping up, consolidating, and then waiting for, in my opinion, another trying to break the highs and going up. So as long as we're in this area right here, we could normal trade, put layers on, all that kind of stuff. But as soon as we pop above this, I would say, look, we need to be light, just in case we on our sells, but okay on our buys, just in case we get the pop up. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, so let's get trading. Let's get trading. All right, cool. You missed an action point, buddy.
I did. I know. I saw.
Okay, so this is your action point right here, right? And this is where you should have got out, and you could have recycled those trades. So
we think it's going to pop up.
It's going to test. It's going to test this top right here, and if it does, it'll probably pop up. I also would just change the permissions on the trading league, so hopefully that changes.
What's HMA 89?
It's the whole moving average. It's just it's an indicator. It's just basically your moving average. On indicator. Yeah, it's an indicator that we don't use. So
Oops, sorry.
No. It's what you use. If you use that tool, we don't. So that's why he's asking, what is it? Todd teaches that in his class. And so a lot of traders will know what that is, the HMA strategy. It's a good strategy. For sure, it's a good strategy. So we deal with purely price action and scalping, getting in and out.
So David, on this setup, did we lose the timer on each candle?
Here, the timer on this one on top for 1 minute is up here, and the 5 minutes up on the right. It's on the top right.
Oh,
See
okay.
that?
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a little bit. You just get too used to. I'm still trying to get used to it. It's my second time using it. It's not too bad. I think it's just like anything else. Once you get used to it,
Yeah, I just got to find where the.
But watch that video that Khaled, is it Khaled or Khaled?
Khaled.
Put together. It was pretty good.
Perfect.
The quantity should be
So-
0.10 or on the 10,000.
You could trade 0.20 on that. In fact, I'm going to have Cool do that. Trade 0.20. Your max position size, what is it on a $10,000 account? Anybody?
8
5 or 8.
8 lots and 4 normal.
8. Yep.
And you need to change that in the inputs. Is that right?
Yeah, if you're on trader agent. Yep.
Or protege?
Protege. No. You can change that right here. You can change that with the plus, or you can change that on the inputs.
Oh, maybe I just need to log in and log out.
This going up now? You think it's fake up?
It just depends on if the body holds that candle. So if the body holds the candle, then yeah, it's probably going to price cycle up another. If it doesn't, cool. I don't know if it's going to come back down here and touch, but if it crosses this, then look to get out of those trades. We need to start getting you into some trades that'll actually move the needle here, because we don't need to be light today per se. But we do need to check the news, and that's something we didn't do.
I did. There's nothing really going on until 8:30.
Okay. Also, I have a hard stop right before the top of the hour, because I got to go from this trading to my wobble crew trading. So at the top of the hour, you guys are welcome to join if you have wobble access into that. If you want 2 hours of trading.
Of course, we want 2 hours.
All right. You go ahead and throw another sell on right here, just in case, just to see if this is going to hold or bounce back down. We got 10 seconds left on the candle. See what our price cycles are about 7 pips. Yeah, that was good. Let's start getting you in a little bit to move the needle here. Cool. So, and I'm not looking at recovering what you lost yesterday, but we're going to try and recover at least half of it today, and trading light is not going to do it. So when I say let's start putting a couple trades on, not right now, but when I say put some trades on, go in with like two trades, not back to back, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Look for opportunity to get into some layers. That's what we're looking for. Because normally, cool, you're aggressive. What's going on? Are you stage shy?
I don't want to slow my aggressive side out here.
Are you stage shy right now?
No, so, but our normal, obviously, I'll probably just kind of double up what you're saying instead of 2, I'll do 4.
Did you just get out of the trade?
I got out of $5 in that one because I was trying to.
Oh, can you just let me tell you when to get out?
No, because by the time you tell me, it's already gone the other way. But yes, I will.
I'm waiting for it. I was waiting for this trade to break the low here. And we'll see. And even if it did break above here, I didn't think it was going. So this is what I was looking for. Even if it broke the high, I didn't think it was going to break up here. So I just get into some more and then write it down. But I was looking for it to break here with your take profit down there. Does that make sense?
Mm.
So even if it doesn't break here, you still would have been able to take that. So you got to give yourself a chance. And that was the theme of yesterday with Patricio, is cutting our winners short. So we don't want to do that.
Yeah, I can do a better job with that.
All right. Right now is not the time to trade, obviously, because we're in the middle of a price cycle. So you don't want to put any buys or any sells on, but I wish we were in a little heavier than we are.
So I think I may have asked this question, but in a consolidation, the longer the consolidation, does it tend to go more with a trend or opposite? Look for those kind of probabilities. Like if this had trended out another 5-10 minutes, still around the same level, what would you be looking for? More on the downside then, because the trend overall is low?
Sorry, say that one more time. I was really confused. Carol said that my class isn't on the TOTS calendar, and I added it last week and the week before, and that sucks. Well, if it's not on the TOTS calendar, I may just log out of this Zoom and log into that Zoom and record it anyways. So I got to figure out why my classes aren't showing up on the calendar. So say it again. Cool. Sorry, my brain was somewhere else.
So when we look at consolidation, so longer the consolidation, let's say this goes on for another 5 or 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you be looking for sell at that point after the consolidation because you go with the trend?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, consolidation. What does consolidation mean? Cool.
The market doesn't really know what it's doing. We're just waiting for it to either go up or down.
Yeah, not necessarily the market doesn't know what it's doing. It's the market is trying to do a trend reversal. So if you see that that's downtrend right here and it wants to stop, it's going to consolidate and either it will continue with that trend or it'll break it'll create a new trend. So basically consolidation is the way that the market gets out of trends, right? Because the further sideways it goes, this trend is no longer relevant, or this trend is no longer relevant, right? So that's why they see consolidation is to break the trend. And so this is when you're in consolidation, you start looking at these wicks and you see these wicks that are forming on the bottom, meaning that pressure is coming into the top, so that it did break this right here, but you got a lot of pressure coming in. And so I would assume that we're going to, now I'm not saying they're going to break out to the top, but we're not going to come all the way down here and test these lows. And so if it was me, I'd probably start looking at exiting this if you get a little pop down, just because the wicks are forming on the bottom and pressure's coming into the top, right?
Okay.
So I'm not saying that you take it, but I probably would take it if it pops down lower. And then flip into some buys for an opportunity to test the high. So wait for this candlestick to kind of get a pullback, and then we'll flip into buys, and we'll continue to buy even if it does come all the way down and test this. Does that answer your question?
It does.
Like pressure building up, right? Kind of I think about consolidation.
Yeah, whenever we're in a consolidation, particularly on the 1 minute chart, I often look at the wicks and where are the wicks forming, because that's an indication of pressure. Now you got to get a lot of wicks in a row in order for that. But like if you're in top wicks, bottom wicks, top wicks, bottom wicks, then it truly is just like doing a wobble opportunity, right?
How much of a pullback are we looking for?
That's probably good. I mean, we got our spread. It's kind of relatively low for this. So go ahead and just throw a buy on and see what that puts us right there. That means that if we throw a buy on right here, we have to get it to break this high. So if it comes down into here, right there, go ahead and throw another one on. And
Are we concerned about being heavy or no?
not, so I don't want to say heavy. I want to say normal trading.
Okay.
So normal trading is four layers or 4 trades per layer. So we'll look to get 4 trades between here and here on buys in this area. My drawing is awesome. So, yeah.
An action point is just at the top of that previous high on that.
It is. It is kind of right here on the buys, and then if you're selling, your shorts are right here, right? But this is also an action point for our buys as well, meaning that if it crosses this, then we need to start looking to adjust these layers, not get out, but when I say adjust, that's terminology for finding a way down here to make money that when it pops back up, we can get out of these trades and recover with the money that we made down here. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So that's what I mean by adjusting those trades.
So if it was to pop down, you've got buys on, would you say you put on twice as many down here than you would to make that up?
That's a good question.
Right
So
now, a buy.
Yeah, I'd probably throw another buy on right now. Like I said, we're going to buy all the way down to here. If it comes all the way down to here, this equals 1 price cycle. If it continues to go down, it's probably going to go down to here, which is 2 price cycles. Now, normal trading, go ahead and throw another buy on. That's a big candle. That could be an exhaustion candle right there. We'll see what that is. Throw another one on for sure. Where's my timer? 3, 2, 1. So if it comes down here, it's another price cycle. Throw buy on. We're going to fade this bad mamma jamma.
We're going to keep
Was there
buying.
an announcement?
No, just drop. I mean, does that in the morning time. It's not that big. It's not that big of a move. What is that, like a 10-pip move? So an announcement would probably be like a 20 to 30 pip move.
Yeah, 10 pips.
Yeah. So it just came down to here. So now we'll go ahead and throw another buy on. What we're doing here really is these trades now become our money trades, where if it does come back up and struggles to break back into this area, you could peel off some of these higher trades like right here with the profits of these. and what I was talking about with price cycles, basically it just went 2 price cycles. So this is where I tend to make a lot of my money when I'm trading, is when it goes against me. And I like it to go against me 2 price cycles all day long, because it allows me to get into more trades and more layers. And then comes back up 1 price cycle. I make money on that first, on this price cycle, all the way back up to here. And then if it breaks that and comes back up 2 price cycles, then obviously you're making money. It's not, when you're just trading like 1 or 2 trades here, 1 or 2 trades here, or whatever, it just doesn't move the needle. So.
Okay, I'm getting the bat phone out, calling the market. The bounce up.
Oh no, it's all good. I think people get worried when it goes against you. I actually enjoy it.
Right.
Oh, I seriously,
Yeah.
It is. I don't like it doing it in front of people, because everybody's like, "Oh, it's going against me. Oh, it's going against me." But you make a lot more money when it goes against you.
Mindset shift.
Mhm.
As long as it's our money, you can take that chance. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm confident in it.
Did we read our disclaimer today?
No, Sky, where you at on that?
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Trading involves risk. Nothing we say is a recommendation to do anything at all. And it's your money, and have fun.
Perfect.
Yes.
I can't wait to wake up every morning to Sky's voice.
Yeah, no, do not set that as your
Good
alarm.
morning.
That would be a little creepy if you had that and your wife was like, "Who is that?" You had on your phone as your alarm.
That's
Just
Guy
Jake.
from 5 to 50K.
It's Jake from State Farm. All right. So it's got to cross that in order for it to get a chance to hit that. This is where, man, it's doing that a lot more lately than it ever has, where it's popping my name up when I draw on it on the Zoom chart. It really bothers me when it does that. It used to not do that. I wonder if that's a setting or if that's just something Zoom is doing.
Maybe change your name on your display name and see what it says. Put Jedi maybe, or maybe.
Yeah. And I can make it really long so that
Yeah, no, the whole thing. David Moffat from State Farm.
All right. So we want to make sure that it crosses that. If it doesn't cross that, it could price cycle down on us another price cycle. I'm trying to find okay, there we go. I'm just trying to figure out where everything is because I'm used to Trader Agent. So we got 8 trades on at 1.6. So really that's nothing. So we're still in early light. So what we're going to do is we're not going to look for these trades to recover your top trades. We're going to go ahead and get into another buy just because we're starting to get pressure right here. If it dips down a little bit more, buy. If it definitely, I want you in a layer here, basically, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades here. And then you only had 2. Now you have 3 trades, right? And so in order to make up, or in order to fix, I want to say, but I'm not going to say fix, but adjust these trades in order to make enough money down here for these trades to become break even. And that's our goal right now, is we're trading to break even on these. And then if it pops up and gives us more, then we're going to make a lot of money or more money. And then if it pops up above this, we'll even make more money. So our goal right now is to make sure that these trades get to break even. We're not going to be able to do that if we have 6 trades here and 1 trade here, right?
Sure.
So we have to make sure that we're playing our layers correctly, which I think a lot of traders tend to do is like, oh, it's against me, I'm going to go light, right? Well, this is not the place to go light. This is the place to just normal trade and get in 4 layers against this layer up here, right? but it's also a time to where you want to start pilling to make profit and recycle trades. What you're doing right now, cool, is what a lot of traders do, and that's just holding onto these trades to see if they'll pop above. Well, if it doesn't pop above, it's still an action point. You need to get out of these trades right here, come down, do it again. Get out, come down, do it again. And we could get 3x our trading positions while it's consolidating down here, as opposed to just sitting on our hands and waiting for the market to finally make the decision to cross that. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
Because what's happening is that these trades right here are influencing our decision as traders. And we don't want them to influence our decision. We want this to just be a part of normal trading. So if it pops up to the top, does that give us enough profit to peel off buys? That's the question. That's the next question. And I don't know the answer to that because I can't see with the spread and got to measure it.
It's about a pip and a half.
About a pip and a half. Yes, it's not moving the needle. But if you get in down at the bottom, it's 4 pips. So if you can get your buys to sit right.
When I recycle these right here, though, Dave,
I would. Not yet.
Oh.
Because you're. Oh, yeah. Wait till the end of this candle. Let's say 7 seconds. Let's see what it does. And it peels back. I was thinking maybe we get the pop because we got 1 test, 2 tests. Well, I wasn't. This was the second test. So sometimes you get that pop on the second test. But if it comes back up and tests again, you probably get that pop. But if it comes down here, here, let's throw that trade back on that you just took off.
Yeah.
So what the profit you're seeing on the order area on the bottom, is that real profit? Can we just go ahead and recycle from that?
I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. The profit that you see right here, the P&L.
Yeah, on each trade. No, I mean on each trade on the bottom part of the screen.
Yes, right here. This is MT4 built in. This is nothing to do with any EA or anything like that.
Oh, okay. So that's what
you actually get faster execution when you hit this X as opposed to an EA X or whatever, like EA, like close all or close long, close short. These are nice. These are great to have, but sometimes it's faster just to hit the X over here. So I'm trading with both of these tools for sure. All right. So you see how it came up, third test. It's wanting to break on this third test. So we'll break. Now our action point is going to be right here. And we'll see if it crosses over that. If it doesn't, it does give you an opportunity to maybe peel some of those. What I would do is take a winner and take a loser. So if this comes up into here and test this, which it will, as long as we get it across above that with the body, that's what we're looking for. And it's just sitting right there. Okay, so it didn't. But it didn't.
But the body broke the high, right, of that previous candle.
It did, but we're looking for it to break this.
Should I put in a couple more buys at this point or no?
No. If you get a wick down or a candle down into this area right here, then yes. But it's wanting to break above that. But there's just not enough room between this break and this point for you to make money on a buy. Does that make sense? Because this is our next action point right here.
So as this test, would you start peeling off some of those?
I want it to break through. Okay. So this candle looks pretty strong. We're pretty early or pretty late on that candle. So we'll see if we get a follow through candle and break through. we're not yet broken through, but if we can get this candle to break through.
It's testing, right? What, this is the third one?
No, this is the first test of this break.
And there's good upside on the 5-minute as well.
So if it pops down here, then go ahead and throw a buy on right there. And if it pops any lower on the candle, and throw a buy on, I think we're going to get the break. If we get the break, it's going to look at a fib retracement all the way up to there. This is where I would close out of all my trades and not worry about hitting that layer.
Also, by the way, when you do the object list, don't list all. Just delete it.
Why? Just curious.
That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
Because you'll delete all his stuff too.
Got it. Okay, so we're looking for this candle to close. You got 30 seconds on that candle. Sky, how was boot camp last week? Give us a recap of since you attended. Anybody else attend?
Boot camp was fantastic. Just being able to strip off all the indicators and look at price action and kind of get it really taught me to observe like candle by candle type action as opposed to like larger kind of big picture sort of stuff. So it was fascinating to kind of get a microscope in there like that and really kind of judge things by every candle as opposed to like big sweeping moves. So I learned a lot with that. It was really, really great. My trading gets better every boot camp. So I wish I can go to one all the time.
Sure. So who was your favorite instructor?
You were, of course.
See,
That was a loaded.
No. I didn't have to pay him at all.
Well, no, I mean, some instructors you click with and some you don't. And even before that boot camp, I was looking all over YouTube. I was like, where did David go? So yeah, it was really cool to see. We should have been there more.
Hey, I just opened up a testimonial page on Discord. I want you to put that in writing.
Fishing.
I'm fishing for compliments.
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
Would I peel off one for one on this one then, Dave?
You can. So here's a decision, and I'll let you decide. So you start seeing, the downward pressure coming in. You still have upward pressure, so it's really, I wouldn't get really excited on any type of wick giving you an indication of direction because you still have both. But you can certainly start peeling off your losses because you definitely have made more money now, right? I would probably look to do that right about here, depending on the action of this candle. Now we're early, so I don't anticipate this candle to break above that. And so that could have been a really good point to just peel off. But also thinking I'd wait and see just in case we do get a pop above and you got 10 seconds left on that candle. I don't think it's going to have enough legs to do it. So this could be a place where you just close all and get out. And that's probably what I would do.
That's what I did.
Yeah. And if it pops up, don't say coulda, shoulda, but I think it's going to test again. So if we get an opportunity for it to come back into these, like down here, right here, if it comes back and peels back, we might want to put another layer on and start getting in to pick up an opportunity if there's enough pit profit, which there should be, but it'll be really small. That's the thing I keep having to look at is there enough room to make money from this point to this point? Because that's what I'm looking at. It's like a pullback to here, test the low, and then break up. Because this is the first test of that break, which, a lot of times it doesn't break on the first test. So it should come back down. Not enough confidence for me to say, let's get into some sells and ride it back down. Because I just don't know far it's going to come back down, right? So
Right.
it did. So now here's the second test of that. You can't really see it because your chart.
Well, and the price cycle too, right?
Sure. And you got, we've gone 2 price cycles down, 2 price cycles up. So you're due for a price cycle down. So that's what I'm saying, that it's going to come down and test this. Now in Alveo, you'd have enough profit for sure. You just, in LMFX, you got to cover that spread. So you would have enough for 2 pips right there. If you're trading Alveo, if you took that buy at the bottom of that candle. I would anticipate that we're going to come up and test the high again. So let's throw a buy on right now. Right now. Let's throw a couple on. See if you can't get into a layer here. We'll fade this candle. And don't, and then as it goes lower, get a few more on. And we're really early in that candle, so let's see if it's a follow through candle. I don't like stacking all of my trades in the exact same place. So if it's a follow through candle and comes all the way down there to test, we'll just do the same thing. But let's put a buy here. And another one. And look at that. It's like drop, worked all the way up, drop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then on your buys that are making profit, here's your action point. You could get out of your profit right there if you want to look to recycle those, which I would. So go ahead and peel those guys off. Just because I knew I felt like it was going to come down so we could get a recycle on those trades. And if it comes down, if it pops above here with the body, then we're going to play, then we're going to hold on to those. If it doesn't, it comes back down, we'll just recycle those trades again. Anybody else, speaking of boot camp, anybody else other than Sky attend last week's boot camp? I know we had a few people there that were on Discord and things like that. So I'm just curious. If not, then that's fine.
Deborah did.
Oh, Deborah did?
And Jared.
Okay. Alarm's going off for my next class. Okay. So what did you guys learn? Deborah, Jared, you guys don't mind sharing. If you don't feel like comfortable to talk, that's fine. If you do, that's great. Just maybe text or type it, chat it, whatever. Okay, so here's where we're going to recycle our trades. Oh, Jared, you're the guy. Okay, sometimes I do better with faces than names. But Jared, are you the ref? Are you the ref for basketball? Just curious if that's who. Just put in the face with the name. Okay, good. Yeah, now we're glad to have you. Glad you found us. Okay, so we'll go ahead and buy it. And if it crosses this point, drawing tools. If it crosses this point, then we're just going to do the same thing. We're in 9 trades right now. If it pops up to here and gives us a price cycle up, then we're going to want to probably peel these guys off on the price cycle up. But if it doesn't, then it pops down. Where is it going to go? Where's the next stoppage point? The next support area.
looking at
Kind of right on
0.7.
it. Yeah, kind of right on the next support area. So
That's
if
a
it
pretty good
breaks,
indication, right? Because then it's got 2.
yeah, exactly. It's got 2 little bounce points, so it could bounce right here. If it drops any lower, it could go another 2 pips and bounce. So I think we're good on our buys. I'm not saying we're good to get profit on this up here, but we're good to ride this all the way up to this point and then make our decision at our action point right here if we're going to get out or hold on, depending on what the candle's doing. If you get the stall in the candle, well, cool, you know what to do, right?
Close it, baby.
So David, when I'm closing the profitable trades on the navigator down there, it wasn't doing this before, but right now when I click on that X, it takes me to another window to confirm that I want to close that trade. Why is it doing that?
Probably because you need to tell it one-click trading on. Go ahead and buy right there too. You need to. Does it pop up a window with a checkbox for one-click trading? And then make sure that you have this auto trading selected, which you should. Make sure that auto trading is green as well. But the first time in a new account, whenever you click on that, it always asks for confirmation if you want to allow one-click trading. And so you just have to do it the first time and it shouldn't pop up anymore.
Got Wobble Crew going today.
Yeah, thanks. Pete says, is he a marriage ref? Yes, he's a marriage ref. Debbie says, I've been to all the boot camps. Price action is my favorite. Thanks, Debbie. Nick says, from 2018, you still remember my good advice. I don't know if I believe that. I just think you're now wanting to give a testimonial, but you have to have true testimonial. You can't just make stuff up, Nick. Why do you guys not have permissions for the leagues? That really bothers me because it shows on my screen that maybe try to get back in. I don't know. Of Discord. I went to edit the category. Permissions is set to everyone, and everyone can view the channel. Can you see the channel? Maybe you just don't have permissions to click on the actual application piece. Oh, went to all that trouble yesterday to stayed up late and make a nice video, then had spelling issues, and then you guys can't even apply. And it's like, we should get some applications. Nobody does it. And I'm like, everybody hated it. All right, we should get a pop-up. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we're going to get a pop-up. Let's see if there's enough meat on the bone. Okay, so if there's enough meat on the bone to make this your action point, this is a good place to recycle trades if we're going to start seeing some consolidation right here. So, yes, I do. I'm supposed to do, so Robin asked, did I do Wobble Crew? I'm supposed to do on Tuesday at at the top of the hour, 8:00, and jump into the Wobble Crew and trade. I don't know why I'm not on the calendar. They changed things up and they removed access where I used to be able to have full control of creating events, creating calendars, and then they created a page for everybody. Because I'll tell you guys a little secret, me and my son 2 years ago built Trader on the Street website before Sean started using Trader on the Street as his main staple. And so I knew how to navigate, fix everything when it was broken. And then he turned it over to his developers. And then that's when everything, in my opinion,
went to box.
yeah, because they said, well, we can do it better. And so, but now I don't have access to do it and to fix anything when the things are broken. So that's always good. Is that what's going on? Read message history. Thanks, Shan. Look, I am first to admit that my tech support is sleeping right now for Discord. I don't know. Let's go down here.
Burning daylight.
Where it says read message history. I bet you that's it. Thank you. You can see it now. Good. Discord. I bet you I had that off on trading tools too. So use and apply settings. Okay. And then apply settings, permissions, read message history. All right. Now, can everybody see the application on Apply for Leagues where you click on application? It'd be Apply for Leagues. Okay.
I've been trying to get on all morning.
I apologize. My bad.
Oh, it was you?
It was me. Yes, it's me not knowing what I'm clicking in Discord. So, like I said, my tech team is sleeping still, and they're my sons.
I was the only one learning Discord.
No, I am learning Discord too. All right, I am gonna just flip over to. You guys are welcome to join the next training session, but I'm gonna record it and onto the coaches room. So you're welcome to stay here as well. And cool, you could take over or you can jump into the other room. So it's up to you guys.